Welcome back to Black Walnut Farm. We got an exciting one today. We got a bee capture. Bee captures has to be the most exciting thing that I like to do. Here you can see it was tucked under a bench at a friend of mine's house. So as soon as I got the call, I brought a box. This is actually my old bee vacuum, but it works the same. It's got some frames in it. I got that ratchet strap on because the bottom, there's a bottom board, so it's kind of holding it, and then I'll use the ratchet strap to put the roof on after so I can get them home so they don't fall apart and swarm me in the car. So right now I'm just going to tuck up the box right under the bees there. These are the swarms that you like to get. They're down low, easy to get to the bees. This was early in the morning, so there's very little action going on. You can see a few bees flying around me, but for the most part, they were in the ball there. And then what I'm going to do is just get my hand under and scoop some up, put them in the top, and hopefully we can find the queen in this ball or get lucky and put her into the box, and the rest shall follow. And as I put the piles on top, you like to try to look through them, see if you can spot the queen. Once the queen's inside the box, like I said, the rest of them will naturally go into the box like that's their new home. And here I am again, scooping more on. It was a pretty big ball. Now here's a shot from above. You can see there's not really a lot of movement out of the bees. It's cool in this morning, fairly early. I think it was 8:30 in the a.m. So now they're moving around a little bit, but they're not really flying. Not too many flying. Pretty docile. I do take little breaks in between and try to let the bees get down into the hive. It just starts to sprinkle here a little bit, so I put the roof over top just to block them and let them sit for a while. You can see that some of them work their ways down inside of the frames. There's still quite a bit. They seem to be going on, so I'm moving the box even farther under this bench, and hopefully any ones that are close will go in. Now I got the brush out and just trying to sweep any bees that are left, get them into the hive before I move it. Once I get the majority of them, I'm going to move it on top of the bench, and I think we may be doing that now. Yep, here we go. We're going to pick up the box now and move it on top of the bench. Now there's a bottom hole there where the bees can come in and out. I'm going to just put that right above where that ball was. So I'm hoping now the queen is inside the box. I'm pretty sure she is. And at this point, I'm going to put the lid on. I'm going to ratchet it down, and then we're going to try to get a few more bees in, and then I'm going to leave them and let them do their thing. Any bees that are still wandering around outside the hive will find their way in, as we shall see. Again, this is my old bee vacuum. It's made to have a ratchet strap around it and hold it all together, and a vacuum actually plugs up top, but that's what I'm using for this capture. And here I am, I'm just lining up the hole with the outside of the bench without it falling off, and you can already see some of the ball making their way into the hive. And I'm going to help some of them with my hand. And some of them little balls that are left, I'm just going to pick them up with my hand and place them near the hole. You can see me doing this now. And as I scoop up the balls, I just leave my hand there and they work their way in. I do wear my suit and my gloves. I hate getting stung, even though I love beekeeping. But that's all part of it. So I do wear my suit because you'll tend to get stung. And then we're going to take the camera and just take a little peek under the bench where the ball was. And this is pretty cool. They've already started building some comb under there. That's all wax up on top where those bees were. So they must have been there for a bit. And now I've got them to my house. You can see I taped it up. I went and got them. I let them sit all day. I went and got them at nighttime. And then what I did is I put them on top of their new home. So that hive below them is empty. And then the box is up top where I leave them for a couple days just to get used to where they're supposed to be. But they will be getting moved down into this hive. So I just put them right on top with a flat roof. And now it's moving day. I sped this up pretty fast. So we're just going to open the box. I do this during the day. The bees do get a little bit agitated. All the ones that are out will still come back to where the old hive was, which will be on top of the new hive, which isn't really an issue because they'll work their way down. Eventually the bees will bat their wings and put out the pheromone of the queen. So here I am, just you can see there, bees are all hanging to the frame, and they've already made that their home. So I'm moving the frames into my new hive. I will have to change the frames. I use extra large frames, so these are just regular Langstroth frames. So eventually I do go in there and change them out into large frames. And now you can see that there's quite a few bees flying around. There's a lot coming back. They don't know where their home is. There's some that are just, as I'm moving the frames, are coming out, flying out. And I am shaking I will be shaking the box and the underbox on top, which will get them more going. There wasn't too many bees on that one. And then I leave them in front of the hive just in case there are some bees left on, and they'll work their way back in. You can see there's some bees there, so I shake it, and hence there's more flying around trying to sting me. And the bottom, again, shake it in and then leave it in front. Any bees that are left on it, I just leave them in front, so hopefully they'll climb in or they'll find their way into the hive. And now we're gonna seal the hive back up, and you can see they're already coming right to that point where the old hive was. The old hive used to be sitting on top there. And there you can see now they're starting to ball on top, but they will make their way down. There is an upper entrance on this hive. This is my Bee Barn 1.0. There's quite a few flaws in it. I've already done 2.0, and the reason I put this swarm into my old hive, my old 1.0, was because I'm not done my 3.0. So unfortunately I had to use what I had. And if you watch closely here, you can see the bees coming back to the hive are all up on top there, but you can see a steady stream going into that upper entrance. They've spotted or smelt the pheromone, and they know the queen is in there, so that's where they're going. They're making their way in. It's very cool to watch. Yeah, there they are. And you'll see some bees they'll just stay outside there and bat their wings kind of like spreading the pheromone, telling the other bees that hey, this is where you're supposed to be. And here we are after about half an hour, and you can see very few on top now. Most of them have made their way into that upper entrance, and here they are in their new home. Put a different roof on. This is my 1.0, but I can show you what some of the problems are. First, I made this part go inside. I shouldn't have done that, because getting the hive top on is a pain. I did that because I didn't want to break in the insulation. And then you can see the little bits of insulation. I had an ant's nest in there, so that caused a bunch of that insulation to get broken apart. But here is the new hive, the swarm. They're in their new house, loving it. Looks like they got at that point there was about 6 out of 10 frames. And here I am with my bee cart, and there you can see the extra large frames that I use, that I make, so I don't have to pull a Langstroth apart, and plus because it's insulated I can't pull it apart. And there you can see the new queen. She's a beauty, walking around. And right after that I marked her, so I knew next time when I go in she'll be easy to find. And that's it. That is the bee swarm capture and rehome. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, like, subscribe, and hopefully we'll catch you on our next video. This is Black Walnut Farm.